the young people like me because I say I go down to their level.
Yes, you do.
I'm a kid again. I'm in my third childhood.
Tell me about number 1 and 2. I know number 3. I've known you for the third childhood.
I'm in the third generation and going back to the first.
Yeah.
And going back and the little children, and then I can mention here about the little boy, the little black African boy.
Mm-hmm.
After my 100th birthday, he said, Miss Lynne, now that your birthday is past, he said, and you're 100 years old, he said, when people ask you what your age is going to be, what are you going to tell them? I said, I hadn't given it a thought. He said, well, Miss Lynne, you have to say, I'm in my 101st year. Now, for a 7-year-old, I think that was bright.
It was. It was very bright.
I've got to get his name because I think he's going to go places.
Yes, and you've done so much to help the youth, not just internationally and nationally, but specifically here in Broward County. You've done a whole lot of things. And through your institute, I know you've had a lot of projects. You've had scholarships that you've helped create and get to kids who want to go to medical school or study some medical field. You've had the chess club, you've had band aids, and I don't know how many other things you've done.
Well, let's not forget the people. Without the people, so I would get no place.
That's right.
Especially
You've just been the instrument.
My doctor Navarez was the greatest there is. Now I'm going to stop referring him because I can't get an appointment.
You've done such a good job of marketing him. He should have hired you, I guess. But all your work you do is voluntary,
Yeah.
I think.
Then I had a young lady over there in Imperial Point that everybody else had left their desk. But I'd go over there with something and she'd still be pounding away at that at the I'm going to say
computer.
typewriter.
Yeah.
And she was just doing her thing.
Oh, who was that?
And that is the young lady that's interviewing me.
Oh,
Your name, please.
Jenna Spingio.
And what were you doing there that Miss Lynne was so busy with you?
Well, I was trying to manage the medical staff, take care of all the meetings, the call schedule, the credentialing.
Turn the camera around.
Okay, let's see if we can do this together. So, yeah, that's how we met at Imperial Point Medical Center. And Miss Lynne was on, I think it's Community Relations Council.
Right.
And I was in the medical staff office, so we often crossed paths and were in committees and meetings together. And I was always so super impressed with her, not only because of her age, but because she spent the time to volunteer and spend her time to share her knowledge and things that she has experienced throughout her life with people who would benefit from that. And then one of the most impressive things that I've thought of was that she came up with this idea about scholarships for kids that are in their senior year in a high school here that's typically, I guess, considered a disadvantaged location. And we had money that we needed to do something with.
Right. In Blanchely High School, which was the black high school, and they were mostly poor and presented many problems. And we picked out the ones that were motivated to have a better life.
And we started out, I think, with only like enough money, I think, for 2 or 3 in a year. And now it has grown a lot.
Yeah, and the past year, Dr. Navarez gave me 9 scholarships. I said to him at my birthday, I said, does this mean you think I'm going to die soon?
And I'm sure his response as your doctor was, no way, you're going to be around a long time.
You're going to make sure of that.
He takes very good care of you, and we're so fortunate that he's part of the Broward Health team, and I think Chief of Staff now for Imperial Point.
Yeah.
So he's a leader who has inspired a lot of people, just like you have done throughout your life and your career.
Yeah. You never get there alone.
That's the honest truth. You're right. It's
Never.
always a team. We talk about the village, but it's such true statement. And when you started out, how did you get in your career? Like the very first thing you did out of high school or out of college, how did you get started?
I got started because I always wanted to have a large family,
Mm-hmm.
and I got started because I was all alone out there because of a broken marriage.
Oh,
And then I started going night school. I had a little boy that I wanted to give the best to.
yeah.
Anyway,
So one little boy was the only child you had, even though you wanted a lot of them.
I wanted a house full, but God took care of that.
Yes.
Now I have all these children. They're doctors and lawyers, and I'll share that.